episode 68. This week I'm reviewing 12 Years a Slave, the critically acclaimed film that's been taking all the festivals by storm. It's the story of Solomon Northup, the freeman from New York who was basically kidnapped and forced into slavery for 12 years, hence the title. It's a very powerful movie. I don't think it's a perfect movie, but I can obviously see why it's going to be nominated for a bunch of Oscars. And it's definitely probably the most, right there with Captain Phillips in terms of just powerful films of the year. And obviously, given the historical context of slavery, this one is probably the most powerful. It's brutal at times. The emotion I got from the movie was basically the last 10 to 12 minutes of $1 Million Baby for 2 hours. That was sort of the despair and the, oh my God, how much worse can it get kind of emotion running through the whole movie. Chiwetel Ejiofor, I think I pronounced it right, plays Solomon. He's great. The acting is great. The cast is loaded with people. And among the tidbits I'd share, Paul Dano, who was also in Prisoners this year, and you probably know him best from There Will Be Blood. He plays a carpenter slash kind of assistant overseer on one of the farms where the main character is held. Drops more N-bombs than Cat Williams has in his entire comedy career. It was a lot of N-bombs. And I dare people to watch this movie, black people who use the N-word, watch it and tell me that somehow it feels like an appropriate word to use, because this movie is very brutal and you kind of get the sense like, yeah, nobody's taking the word back. That whole myth of like empowerment through taking the word, first of all, nobody really thinks that. It's just kind of an ignorant word. But watch this movie and then tell me, that you feel empowered taking it back. The most brutal part of the movie is when Solomon ends up on a farm run by a slave owner played by Michael Fassbender, who kind of he almost looks like an extremely, if Walter White was a real person with his red beard, Michael Fassbender with his red beard almost looks like Hollywood's portrayal of that real person. Very good looking dude, very evil in this movie. And if you've seen the movie Shame, I was half expecting him to flog some of the slaves with his Dirk Diggler-like fucking stick. Because I don't think, if you've seen Shame, you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, you probably just think this is a perverted review. This will also sound weird. The movie, I think, it's going to be nominated for a bunch of Oscars. At this point, I can already think of one or two movies I would give Best Picture to over it. Best Score. I'm just making this call early. This movie will win Best Score. It's not one of the major awards, but that's the only call I'm sure of right now. It's a very moving score. I don't know. I'd give the movie an A-. I know a lot of people would probably think, oh, it's an A or an A+. It's not a perfect movie, in my opinion, but it makes up for kind of a little preachiness at times, a little exposition that seems unnecessary, with just, it's very raw and very powerful and a very meaningful film and leaves you feeling something for sure once you leave the theater. So I give it an A-. Obviously I recommend it. I mean, it's a good grade. And that's it. I don't know. Anything else I can think of from this movie? No, I think I've hit all the notes. The ending there's part of the ending. The ending is very moving for a variety of reasons. The last 10 to 12 minutes of this movie, both bittersweet and emotionally and semi-satisfying, but very powerful movie. Go see it. I'm sure it'll be in my top 10 for the year. So that's it. I don't know what I'm reviewing next week, but I'll probably review something. So have a good week and subscribe to the channel, please. Thanks. Bye.